Hi, this is Jithesh Sathyan. WhatsApp number +91 965 6611 Today's short talk is on Bhaja Govindam of Adi Shankaracharya. This compilation, consisting of 31 verses, can be divided into three sections based on topics covered. The three topics covered are issues of samsara or materialistic existence. The second topic is what is to be avoided, and finally, the third is what is to be pursued. We covered the first section on issues of samsara, second on what to avoid in last two talks. We will cover what is to be pursued in this final talk of the three-part series on Bhaja Govinda. So let's look at the verses dealing with what is to be pursued. So verse 1 suggests seek the Lord or the path to enlightenment, which is a very good path for breaking the illusion. The second part of verse 2 says, be content with what you have and what you get. Verse 8 and second part of verse 23 conveys that lead a life of self-enquiry. Seek the truth for self-realization. Verse 9 suggests seek the company of wise and holy people. With non-attachment, overcome delusion, which is required to achieve liberation. Second part of verse 11 says, seek self-realization or seek Brahman, which is everlasting, unlike the changing, illusionary or experientially real universe. So, Adi Shankara does not, in his teachings, deny the existence of universe. He only mentions it as experientially real. So it's only defined as mithya, not asat. Family and wealth will not be able to guide you in overcoming the cycle of birth and death. So seek the company of people who are spiritually oriented to the goal of self-realization, is what is conveyed in verse 13. Keep your mind fixed on Brahman. When your mind is fixed on Brahman, you will enjoy happiness irrespective of what you do or your external environment, is the message in verse 19. In verse 20 as well as 27, understanding the message in Gita, take refuge in God and follow spiritual practices which will help in overcoming the cycle of birth and death, is suggested. In verse 22, a person who is happy with what he has and gets, who has given up fruits of actions like the virtue and sin, and who is continuously dwelling on Brahman, is always at bliss. So, next is verse 24 and 25, which says, pure consciousness is all pervading. So, practice equanimity. The second part of verse 26 says that seek the non-dual realization, I am that, if you want to overcome suffering. Verse 20 suggests to perform pranayama, pratyahara, discrimination of eternal and non-eternal, and meditation involving dedicated sadhana. Now, finally, verse 31 suggests that discipline the senses and the mind and have devotion to the Guru. This will help in realizing the Lord that dwells in the devotee's heart. Thanks for listening.